Okay, so that just started by itself. I just looked up and saw 11 seconds and was like, oh shit, hey, welcome in. It's like, I'll just have one more vape and then I'll start. So, just spent like a good 5 minutes trying to position the camera, my little thingy that clicks on. I think it's in a good spot because I'm always trying to get like the whole, because there's so much stuff going on here you can't see. And I don't know about you, but I like readings. I'm very visually stimulant, so I like to look at things on people's tables and stuff when I'm watching readings. Sometimes I just listen, but sometimes I like to watch and look, and there can be little signs, right? Like I've got these words, and I always give them a bit of a shake, and then I see them. That girl. I see try. Okay. Try. The word try has been coming up on every level, and I'm not sure what we're meant to be trying. Maybe we should read on that energy today, because it just keeps coming up. Welcome in, collective. Welcome in. A little bit of an unexpected start, but such is life, right? So today I'm going to be doing a reading. I've been channeling, just my hair falling out as it does for us women, you know how it is. I'm going to be doing a reading and uploading a collective reading today, which is this one, and then I'm going to be uploading a healing session. So if you feel the need to come and do a healing session with me, I've been channeling all morning. It's Sunday here in New Zealand. I don't know what the time is now. I think it's in the afternoon. Sundays I channel really, and I take care of myself. I do some washing, clean the house a little bit, and that's me doing nothing really. I'm not a do nothing. I don't know how to do nothing. That's me doing nothing. So if you want to come to the healing session, I will be uploading after this one about the same time, so it might come up on your timeline. And it'll resonate. It should resonate with most people, because a lot of us are reflecting and going through and looking at, our childhoods and what molded us into becoming who we are, the patterns that we were in, and different perspectives of it. And as we grow, we see different perspectives of it. We develop, they develop. We develop, they develop, and we start to let go. We start to release. I woke up this morning and my ring flew off my finger. I don't know how. It was weird. It was my evil eye ring, and it's sitting on my Hierophant symbol, which was interesting. So I've got my citrine on this hand, and I have no evil eye ring on this hand. It's still sitting on the floor. I haven't got there. Okay, so let's read on this try energy. I don't know if you guys have been picking up this try again by Alea. Some of us have been offered like a second or third time around at something that we really wanted, that tests that we might have not failed. Like every time we try at something, we learn something new. We get to a certain level of it, and sometimes it comes back around when we've learned a few more lessons, and like side missions that help us grow so we can pass that level. I'm definitely in a stage like that. I've literally kind of recreated a very rehabilitating level of my life a few years ago. I just uploaded a video on TikTok about it when I clicked, because I was having deja vu because I've started the gym again. And as much as I'm meant to be taking it easy on myself, it's not a thing I can do. I'm gonna try, but my last gym session I went pretty handy, and every time I sit down my ass cheeks still hurt, and I'm like, ow, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right, I spent that whole year crying myself to sleep because I had like, it takes quite a bit to transform your body, but we have muscle memory, so when you do it the once, it's a lot easier to do it again. Because I transformed my body, I worked really hard. It became my like entire life almost. Like I was looking at my personal trainer, and he's like cut and he was fit and stuff, and but how much time you sacrifice to look like that. I was like, where's the in between? Like, I don't want to look like, I like a bit of squishy, a bit of soft. There's no way I want to cuddle up to someone who's just rock hard everywhere. I don't want to be rock hard everywhere. I don't want to be like, yeah, just some kind of transformation where you're like, your body's good, your body's happy, your body's, you're fit, you're healthy, you don't have to be a freaking bodybuilder. Like, I feel like that comes under ego and insecurity, which it was ego and insecurity, especially when I was competing with him, because he was in his ego and he was training me. Then I started training him. So yeah, remembering about my butt cheeks hurting, and how pissed I was more than anything that I had to do it alone. It's like, I just want someone to cuddle up to, or my ass cheeks hurt so much. Like, I want someone to hug me and make it feel better. And that was, where I probably started and probably triggered the self-love of, it's up to you. You did this to yourself. You've got to hug yourself. You've got to rub your ass cheeks better and make yourself feel better. And we learn. You need a hug, give yourself a hug. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely a lot of energy on, undermined. I just saw undermined. Maybe you've been undermined. Undermined. That's such a weird word. Okay, we're going to light some sage first and just cleanse our spinergy. That was space and energy put together, by the way. Spinergy, right? Let's just clear our spinergy. He just made a new word. Oh my gosh. There really is no one like me. That's my fucking superpower. And I would never ever change for anybody. I've had a few people come into my life. Like, I've been on it like the last year has been it's been hardcore the transformation I've been through, and I've done it mostly alone. And when someone comes in and tries to like, I feel sorry for them. I just laughed like, what? I'm too much. You don't like my self-expression. Would you prefer me to be less like me and more like what? Someone else? Or like, ew, leave. You can take that and leave and go put it on someone else who hasn't gone through what I've been through, hasn't learned what I've learned, and maybe they'll fall into your stupid trap. But that is a major point to come to, because once upon a time I could have fallen for that and been like, oh, I'm not good enough. I want to be good enough for him. I need him to love me. Sorry if that's where you're at. I've been there too. And I would rather fucking go without than ever feel that way about myself again. The way I look at it, and it's real simple, is they either love you unconditionally for who you are and for the strength to be who you are and express who you are, or they can go find something else. You know, that's really simple. You don't need someone like that around you. You need someone who's going to bring out the best in you. You need someone that's going to go, fuck, you're weird, but I love it. You're entertaining. You make me smile. I adore your energy. And they want to be like, not like you, but they want to feel free and feel strong and feel courage to be themselves. That's who you want to love. You know, someone that you can be who you are around them and they just love you for that. All the other stuff is just too complicated. You're better off to be on your own and be alone than you are to be around anyone who wants to change you and put you down negatively for any reason because they are projecting onto you. Alright. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please come down and be with us now. Spirit, please protect this space, protect this reading, bring through any messages for the collective that you want me to relay. Only messages from the highest white light will come through me. Please protect us from any kind of interference. I'm aware there is interference always as we are showing up and glowing up. Amen. Thank you. My readings will change from time to time. What I say changes from time to time because I literally am just naturally going with it. Nothing I say is programmed. There are things I try to remember to say. Like, oh, it was just warm and now it's cold again. Someone says hi, by the way. I've got like I keep seeing like a little hi. It must be somebody kind of shy who wants to say hi to you. They might be watching you. When you're in this energy of being in your power, healing and growing, and you're independent, it can attract all sorts of things. It can attract people who watch you from the sidelines and they're a bit intimidated, and not in like an egomaniac kind of way. They're intimidated in a way of they know they've got to come at you correctly. They know they could easily be shut down if they come at you with like something stupid. Like, hi. I have millions and millions of those messages, usually from strangers, and I'm not a big, like, there's certain areas that I will talk to strangers. Usually you've got to book a reading with me because then I know you're serious, you know, your intentions. But I've had lots of hi messages and I've always kind of looked at them at like, there's someone I know and they say hi, I'm like, hi. It's such a shy thing, eh? Like they want to send you something but they don't know what to, and they're sheepish, so they're just like, hi. That might resonate with you. Maybe you've had a hi message. Maybe they're high. Maybe you're high. I don't know. Alright, let's get some messages from the tarot. I've talked about this before, how I feel like I need to put my chair up actually, right now. It might help with my shuffling. Oh, now I'm high. Oh, I cracked myself up. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to work out any energy that's in these. I'm going to go 5. And now my feet off the floor and I can be like, oh, I feel so tall. So yeah, I'll leave my channeling mostly that I've been channeling for my my healing session for the next video, because it was all quite relevant and it was very deep, so I thought I'd just keep this one light. No triggers. Ooh, the Fool, taking risks. I was just saying before on Facebook that I appreciate those people who share the memes that they know they're taking a risk in sharing. You know, them dodgy ones that just make me laugh. Like, you know, like a lot of people will turn their nose up and be like, oh my god, did you just post that? But then I'm just like, thank you for being a rebel, you know, thank you for sharing that, even though most people are going to be offended by it. Like, that shit makes me laugh, and laughing is medicine. Oh, I got a 10 of Pentacles. Oh, and the Tower, yes, I did see the Tower before. Oh, and the Moon. Oh. Okay, let's pop these up here. And the Hangman. And the Nine of Cups. So you've got a wish coming true. Something you've been wishing on, like, oh, I just seen 16/4, which is my birthday. 16 is also the Tower, which is Scorpio energy, reconstruction. So you've got some changes coming in here, some good changes. This is all good. You are gonna either take a risk or you have taken a risk. You've rolled the dice. I found a die. Die. Huh. Click. Okay. So dice is like more than one die, right? They call it a die. And now I kind of get why I've been seeing die, because it kind of triggered me for a while there. I was like, why am I saying the word die? It's fucking rough. But like, well, one dice is a die, I'm pretty sure. I found one in a puddle last week after I just got and brought some dice, and I got given some dice too when I went to a card show, because I've been manifesting them. I was like, I really want some dice to add them to my readings. And then I found this one in a puddle, and it was sitting on number 4. And then I number 4? Yeah. And then I picked up a friend like a few days ago, and I showed him, and he goes, should we roll the dice? I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, it's gonna land on 4. And then he rolled it and it landed on 4. And I'm like, damn, should we go to the casino? So rolling the dice is gonna be really lucky for you, or the die. If you see die, don't worry about it. Obviously it's talking about taking a risk and rolling the dice. You know, get your poker face on, collective. It's gonna bring you freedom. It's gonna bring you wealth. It's gonna bring you happiness. I've got Pisces, Scorpio, Aries. I think the Hangman is Pisces as well, right? There's a lot of Pisces here. There's a lot of water here. And a bit of action. You might have just gone through like a really emotional kind of healing stage where a lot of stuff was coming up for you, and you were just wondering, like, you might have just been through it. I had a lot of tears, a lot of crying, a lot of like reflecting on past things, and it's possibly just releasing because you've got this new opportunity coming in that you've had to roll the dice for, and just take a risk and have faith, because you've had to get out of this where you are. You've had to get out of this chapter of your life that's ended. You can no longer stay there. I see shockers standing out to me. Something's going to come out for you that's going to shock you. I don't think it's necessarily bad. It's just something you don't see coming. And those things come in when you feel like you can see everything coming and you're like, oh, this is so predictable. And then like the universe will come in and just whoosh, like wake you up. Awakening, illumination, enlightenment. Something's going to come in and just really like... I knocked my head a few days ago. I think it's alright now. Yeah. But the times that I hit my head in my life, I really, they're important. Sometimes these things happen to us because like the universe wants us to really take notice of what's going on. I usually hit my head when a fuckboy comes into my life, to be honest. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on here, but it's true. The universe is like whack up the side of the head, like, oh, no tough love. That's me. It's me just like not thinking. Peace of mind. All these are upside down. So your challenges, your tests, they, you've passed them. Be calm. Might have been a bit aggressive. I know I'm like mostly very grounded and very calm, but I've had a couple of moments that I've been like, whoa, is that you, old me? And it's just, it needs to come out. It was built up when I was doing the braids in my hair. I had this little tantrum and I was like, whoa, that's not going to help us get it done. But obviously it needed to come out, and I'd rather it come out while I'm trying to braid my hair than, you know, add anything else. You might have recently, it's Mercury retrograde, so you might have been trying to sign some documents or do some kind of government, something legal. That might not be working out for you right now because it needs time. I've tried to get like legal things done during Mercury retrograde and I've just fought myself really. So just go with the flow. Don't fight the current and whatever's going on. Do what you can do, try, and leave the rest up to the universe. You are going to be able to breathe again. Got 6, 9, so developing after the end of a cycle. It's all new. You might just be settling into this new cycle now. Like there's knowing and then there's being. Like you can know what you're in, and then there's getting a hold on and managing being in the new cycle, and then there's like settling into it, and it's no longer a new cycle, it is your cycle, you've accepted it. And we got the world, present, so staying present too. You might have been struggling a little bit to stay present and things get a bit hard. Oh, it's cold. Free falling at the moment, or you might have just been free falling and you might have just found your grounding and kind of started putting your roots down. There is rewards coming in for you soon, collective, because you've made this choice, because you've done all this hardcore releasing and you've just trusted. And you've gone through it instead of going back and grabbing on to whatever you can and staying in that energy. You've moved forward. You've supported yourself through it. You've let go of things and people that didn't serve you, you know, the important ones that were really holding you back. You've done that work and you've done it better than you would have done in your past because you've been through this development. What's this wish? What's this wish coming through for our collective? Passion. Reconciliation. I've got the Temperance, so Sagittarius energy. You might be in your Sagittarius energy with this taking a risk, balancing out, but yeah, passion. I think someone's coming towards you, or you're going towards someone. You've built the confidence up enough to, and you've managed to like balance out your emotions to be able to take this leap of faith. This has been coming up for me a lot. The Sagittarius, the Temperance. So it's about like tempering yourself so that you don't make impulsive choices. The universe has really been guiding us and kind of testing us to see if we are going to be impulsive and immature, as we have been, if we're going to go backwards, if we're going to go do something we know we shouldn't do, like eat cake. Which is okay, because it's just cake. If you're gonna fuck up, if you're gonna be impulsive, make sure it's like balance. Balance is important. Nobody's perfect, and it's gonna make you sick in the head to try and be perfect. Okay, you've got to have balance. We are dual beings. We are light and we are dark. You cannot be all dark and you cannot be all light. You've got to balance it out somewhere, and break the rules somewhere, as long as you're not hurting anyone and not hurting yourself. I'm sure that piece of cake won't kill me as much as in my brain I think it will, because I'm trying to be so obedient. But you've got to live. There's got to be space to live as well. I've got really high cholesterol, by the way, hence the cake, but I'm on just such an epic diet. Like, I eat better than anybody I know. I probably eat better than a bodybuilder. All the grains, all the freaking seeds, and all the health things, all the veggies, all the, and like, sometimes you just need a piece of cake. And I'm like, what's really in here? Okay, it's the sugar. It's the sugar. But I haven't eaten sugar. There's a hawk flying past. Against the wind. It's doing pretty well too, so you might be building your strength. Strong enough to handle things that you wouldn't have been able to handle before, right? Because you've built up your courage and your strength and your endurance. We need to do that from time to time. We need to reflect and look back on how we would have handled these situations, the times we have handled these situations, and we haven't. We've gone the other way. We've cracked under the pressure, and we have done something impulsive. And I don't know about you guys, but I used to completely fuck up my life sometimes, and it was never my fault. Because when you do that sort of stuff, it's never your fault. You can't actually look at it. But I used to attract things into my life that I was meant to say no to. But then, there's all this pressure and stuff, and then I would just give in to the darkness a little bit and go into the shadows, and that would cause a whole lot of other problems. And it was originally me cracking under pressure and going off on a really dark journey. The Death card, Scorpio. Might be some sex in your life. There's a lot of like real passionate energy, real quite sexual energy around Scorpios. They bring that into your life, I think. You might have some Scorpio in your chart. Destruction of old behaviors, old identities, old beliefs, end of a relationship, maybe with parts of yourself that you just don't need anymore, right? That are holding you back. Destiny. Yeah, aligning with your destiny. Slowly coming into alignment with your destiny. And then also just releasing that, like having a knowing and an awareness that you are coming into alignment with your destiny that you might have been fighting for a while, because it might not be an easy one, right? There might be a lot of oppression. You might be doing everything your family brought you up not to do, but what they expect you to do and what they've done is absolute trash. I look back and I'm like, yous are all miserable. Like, that's the way I look at it. I'm like, I lived my life the way you guys lived your life, and it was horrible. You think that's right. I think that's horrible. And I, even experienced it for a while myself. And I decided, no, now that now that I've done everything you wanted and it wasn't good enough and it was horrible, I'm gonna go do everything you told me not to and see how that goes. And so far so good. My mother thinks I'm all sorts of things, mostly evil, because I read tarot, because I don't follow the rules, because I don't need a man to look after me, because I don't need anyone to look after me. I'm not codependent. I am completely who I am, authentically. I don't care. I couldn't for the life of me. I really struggled to try and pretend like I'm not, or like I'm someone else. It was really painful. I have never been able to lie, and that's what it is. It's a lie. You are living a lie when you are not being your authentic self. So for me, even to tell a lie was painful. It made me hate myself. It made me feel shame. So to live a lie was extremely, it felt like a disease, like I was carrying a disease in my body, in my mind, in my soul, in my heart. I cannot live a lie. And then, just ripping that all off me, living my authentic truth, and it's healing me. It is curing my disease, and that disease was the illusion of all these people living a lie. Like, because it's like more than a cycle. It's an outdated fucking dimension that doesn't even exist anymore. And that's exactly what we need to break. Like, we're in the age of Aquarius, and the age of Aquarius is who fucking cares what you think, mate? Aquarius are stubborn. They're like, this is how I think, this is how I feel, and either like it or you don't, but I don't really care, I'm going to be it anyway, Aquarius are all about bringing out, who you are and being headstrong and just going for it. Might clash with them a bit. They are really very, very independent. They are on their own planet. They're here, but they're not attached to anything or anyone. They might love you, but they're not attached to anyone. I found they don't need you. So also, don't get attached to them. Love them, but don't get attached to them. Oh, the Chariot, Cancer energy. So balancing out your mind, balancing out yourself, because something's coming in. This wish, this new cycle, romance. Love is in the air. Don't fucking copyright me for that, YouTube. It's not a song, I just sing it. Yeah, so success is going to be a lot quicker than you think, because things take so long for you and they've been dragging out because you've had all this healing work and this trauma to kind of go through. Sorry if I haven't been looking at the camera. you're going to have a lot to protect. I might leave this here, you're going to have a lot to protect, and it's coming in very soon, okay, in this new relationship, a new situation, renewal of your relationship, possibly. I feel like it might be someone from your past who's been through some transitions as well. If you're in a relationship, it's going to be something's coming into your life that's going to renew it and renew your relationship, and it's going to evolve your relationship. It's going to evolve your bond, like stepping you both into a new dimension together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 change. There's 5 birds flying past my house. So the change might come in little bits here, little bits of change that are going to add up to a whole. So the universe is going to take it easy on us. That's kind. Thank you. Oh, I need to go put the heater on again. I turned it off because it got warm. Okay, let's pull out. These are the secret language of light cards. Sensitivity, channeling. Yeah, so I've done it like, we go through stages where we pick up other people's projections and other people's energies sometimes, like you literally might be starting to pick up and notice when you're feeling things that aren't yours, like you're feeling happy 1 minute and you're like, you know, on a really high frequency, and then you've been around someone and you get anxiety and you don't know why, or you get like angry and they've triggered something in you and it's actually theirs, and then they project that it's yours. Like some people will literally force healing on you and they're actually just manipulating motherfuckers. Like, call it what you wanna, we all have a choice. I am never gonna force healing on you. That's your choice. And no one has the right to do that, okay? That's some serious ego shit. It is up to you how you deal with the trigger. It is up to you how you know, if you pick up someone's energy like that, you're in a room with someone or whatever and you're in a high frequency and you pick up something that's not yours, grab it quickly. Grab that energy, see that person who they are, see that that's their problem, their trauma, their shit, and they are sick of carrying it around and they've just like energetically passed it on to you, and you need to take it and you need to fucking throw it back at them, okay? Just, yeah, you dropped this. Take it with you. I don't want it. I don't want it. I've already cleaned my house today. Like, go clean your house, man. Just get rid of it. Then remind yourself where you're at. Be like, I've done the work. I'm happy. I am worthy of being happy. I am worthy of being, you know, I've worked real hard to be where I'm at. Don't let anybody take it take it from you. If you're happy, be happy. Okay. Spirit, any messages from our light? Oh, I don't know what that means. Visaka. I don't know if my phone's charged. I think it's dead. To be able to look that up. Yeah, it's dead. So I cannot actually look what that is. I'm sure I've looked it up before. But I'm just going to go with how the card looks. And it looks like two worlds coming into one. And it's also like an 8. So infinitely coming together. It looks like a coming together to me of the heart chakra. There's a golden heart. 2 hearts coming together. 2 souls coming together. It might be a twin flame thing. Or a soul mate. Whatever you want to call it. But it's definitely, yeah, look, soul love just sitting there. It's the coming together. Might even be a completion in your own soul, coming together in oneness with yourself. And what happens when you do that is, if you are looking for someone and you are manifesting a soulmate, a partner, someone you're destined to be with, that's going to attract them to you. You've got to be whole and complete in yourself first. Like, this ain't going on a dating site and finding someone you can bear to be with. Like, spiritual love is different. It ain't for the weak, that's for sure. It's some serious hard work, but it's got to be worth it. That love will be unbeatable, like unconditional love. So number 33, soul love. Inward revolution, I just saw. Channeling. So we've got 333 here. So you're probably channeling each other. Or you can feel this coming in for you. You might have met someone or been reconnected with someone, and your brain's like trying to do what it usually does, and it's trying to do this is not this, this is just going to be like everything else. And then the universe might be sending you little signals and little messages everywhere that's like, actually, no, it's not. You can try to turn against it. You can try to have your fear of, abandonment and equipment. You might be given some equipment for this, right? But the universe is just like stabilizing you. Like, sure, you can think all of those things, but it's not going to stop your destiny. And you've been through it so many times that you just like, those are just intrusive thoughts coming up. Remembrance, number 11. So the spiritual awakening number, the enlightenment, the leader. Remembering when we're going through these things, and if you're a speaker, if you're sharing your wisdom with the world somehow, you are a leader and you are influencing people. So what you learn and what you speak on is influencing people. You are leading them. Remembrance. Embracing your memories. I think this is talking about soul memories. Like, we all have like coded DNA. Even when I was in church, like, nobody knew what the pastor was talking about, but I understood because I'm spiritual, because I've been out there in the world, and most of those people are not, they're asleep. But when he said about codes being in our DNA, I was like, whoa, I never, I understood it because I've been on that path of, channeling my past lives and my destiny, my soul plan. To hear it coming from a pastor was pretty cool. Someone's got to be it, right? Someone's got to do the job, even if you're leading the herd of sheep, which they are, Remembrance. So yeah, remembering. Rosemary's really good for trying to bring in those codes or the past life memories, like rosemary the plant. Expansion, number 44. And yeah, the whispers, I keep getting up. And then I thought, getting up. So I got the whispers card last time, and then a few days later I thought about it. Because I'm clairaudient, I hear whispers, but I also send whispers sometimes to people. And I've had confirmations a few times where someone's like, I'm sure I heard you say my name the other day, and I'm like, you did, I said your name. You don't often get confirmation about your gifts, but sometimes people will just tell you. They're not scared, they're just like, but then, yeah, soul writing, that's important. That just came out twice. I tried to avoid it. So journaling, writing things down. Every month I write down my signs, like my messages that I keep seeing repeatedly, like my numbers, the words, like this try. Right, we've got to look into that. Figure out what it is that the try is about. Enlightenment. So that could be a really good exercise for you to just write down, and then you can look, like, I love writing because you can look back over it. And so I'm a scribe, I'm a seer, so I can write something down and then it makes no sense to me. I'm just like, what the fuck is that about? I don't know. But I have learnt to just leave it until it does make sense. And I can quite often, even like a year later, I can look at it and be like, I understand that now. Like, who I was at the time, I didn't understand it. And quite often my premonitions and the things I scribe are at least 3 months early, right? They're not like, sometimes it's like when I see things coming, it can be like 3 months. And settling into that, like if you get premonitions, you need to understand that a lot of the time they're not happening right now. It's not happening in the next week. It could be months away. It could be a year away, but you have seen it. Sometimes it can be happening in your dreams. Dreams are a little bit, you might be having some interesting dreams. I go up and down with the dreams. Sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're weird, sometimes they're horrible. I had a pretty horrible dream last night. But I'm getting used to those too. Like, I woke up and I've got like a routine that I have. And my routine is I go on Facebook, I think about talking to someone, and I'm like, nah. I did have a friend who had like, for a little while there, I'd message on TikTok and I'm like, I had a bad dream. And that was cool. But just getting into the habit of releasing it quickly. My thought when I woke up was, fuck, your imagination is quite something, Tracy. Like, your imagination is out the gate sometimes. Because it was like it was a pure projection of a fear. And a lot of my dreams that are like negative energy like that are to do with my son. Because he's home with me. My daughters have grown up and, you know, they've moved out and they're living their lives, but my son's still with me, and I deep down have this fear of losing him in some way, right? I always have. Like, if you're a mother, you understand exactly what I'm saying. They are an extension of us. We made them. They are the most special. We will love them more than anybody. We will love them more than anything in the world, you know, always, no matter how old they get. They are our number one love, our first love, and our last love, and our only love on that level. So if you're a mother and you have dreams about your children being hurt, just know that it's just love. It's how much you love them. We always have this fear deep down of losing them because we love them so much. My son in my dream was possessed. Looked kind of retarded, but it really helped. It really helped. Like, it was a bit dark, but I almost could laugh at how retarded it kind of looked. Like, because he likes to act like he's that way inclined. He goes out, like, because he's gets very overstimulated in the outside world, so he starts acting out like he's got Tourette's, but it's just like an energy he doesn't know how to control or where to put it or direct it, so he starts just having these outbursts. And I just kind of, every time we go out, it's just an experience. It's an experience. And I just do my best to kind of manage it, but also let him embrace it, because he needs to learn. And he needs to learn safely. We almost got into a fight though. It was close, because I forget that I look like a child too out there in the world. I was with my daughter, and what was she? She was 17, I think, at the time, like last year. She's 18 now. We're like the same height, and I had a hat on. I had like a Pokemon bucket hat. And so from behind, there was this group of like maybe 6 teenagers, like boys and girls. There's a plane flying past. It's really low too. It's like a little private plane. Stalkers. You never know who's stalking you on a plane. Straight up. Seriously, on a serious note. Just a little interruption there. You might have stalkers, but if the way I look at it, like, just keep living your life, keep being happy, keep doing what you're doing, and let those motherfuckers watch. Oh yeah, so we're walking along, and these kids behind us started like getting lippy, and they were like, blah 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 blah, and I was just like letting it go, and like about my daughter, and I just clicked. I was like, oh, they probably think we're both fucking teenagers because you can't tell from behind, because I'm only 5'2", and she's like 5 foot, and I'm like, these kids don't realize I'm an adult. And so fucking they started getting like a little bit much, so I took my hat off and I turned around and I was like, what, should I go tell your parents? Like, their faces, man, when they realized I was an adult, like, you better recognize, fuck, little shits, go to school. People, they're just like, they're not always, not always intelligent. You gotta remember that, and you've gotta let it go. But sometimes you gotta stand up and be like, watch who you're talking to. Like, use your brain before you open your mouth, okay? Before you get in trouble. Fuck, that duck just flew past my house like crazy. Okay, let's just find some last messages and we'll end this because we're on 52 minutes now. Yeah, don't ever stress about anybody watching you. Just let them watch. There's probably lots. If you're doing epic shit and you're, got a lot of courage and you are cracking those tests, or let's go Egyptian gods, there's bound to be a lot of people watching you, especially the people who undermined you. Okay, they're going to be watching you and they're going to be pissing themselves off. They're going to be raging. They're going to be sending you all sorts of, because somehow, because they've undermined you or they've talked shit about you, they've painted you as something that makes them feel better. They've painted themselves above you. And when you start showing the world that you're not the person they've said you are, and you start showing them up that they're a liar, like, they're going to try and protect themselves. Number 14, Hathor, intelligence. Yeah, people don't like it when you show that you're more intelligent than them. They're going to try to bring you down, and you're just going to outsmart them and outsmart them and outsmart them. You know why? Because you're fucking smarter than them, because you did the work. You read the books. You went inside. You learned some stuff. While they're out there watching everything you do and talking shit and wasting all this energy on going around and around and around and just building themselves a little tornado, which, by the way, is feeding your manifestations. It's feeding your glow up. It's working in your favor, so don't ever take it, don't ever get upset. It's literally, your haters are your biggest fans. They're doing half the work for you. Right, number 32, Mertzger, righteousness. Osiris, number 6, death and rebirth. I've got too many cards here. I'm going to put these ones back and we'll see what comes out. Osiris might be coming up for you a bit, going through a death. We've gone through a death and rebirth already. You might be in the death still and not rebirthed yet. Any more messages for the collective spirit that they really need to know and take away? That's awkward that way. Doesn't feel like it. No, that's it. I can feel that's it. We've just got, maybe you need to look them up. Change, Hathor, I'm sure it's Hathor, but there's no H. Number 14, intelligence. So looking up that Egyptian god, Osiris. We all know who Osiris is. He is the god of the underworld, death and rebirth. Mertzager, number 32, righteousness. The snake, she's a snake. So it's like death and rebirth too, shedding your old skin. Shedding the skin of bullshit. And then there's a bull in this one, look, as I say bullshit. Yeah, see, intelligence. You're a leader. People are attracted to intelligence, to knowledge, to wisdom. They know, they have an understanding, right? And what was I gonna do? Pull these ones out. People will always show their stupidity, and that, you know, like when they talk lies about you, don't ever worry about it. It'll always come out. Oh, I got a warning. The devil. Okay, so there might be something coming towards you. No fear. I don't want to project fear onto anybody. Just, right. And what's this warning? I see warning a lot, and it doesn't really get to me. It might affect like my electronics sometimes or whatever, but you pick it up. A Leo, strength. So the universe is sending you strength. The higher you climb the mountain, you know, the more the force is going to be against you, but you're going to be protected. You're going to get stronger and stronger. Your endurance, and you're just going to care less about these people who are not strong enough to do what you're doing. You're going to start kicking them off when they try to grab your feet and pull you down, and just, no, you can't come with me. No, you're not fit enough for this flight. There's another plane. There's a lot of planes. So taking flight, spreading your wings, freedom, travel maybe. Capricorn, yeah, the devil. Might have a Capricorn up your ass. A tiger, Chinese zodiac sign of the tiger. Eye of the tiger. Get the eye of the tiger. Keep going. The universe says keep going. The phoenix, yes. Death, rebirth, and rising as the phoenix. That's how I ended my channeling for my healing session I'm going to do after this video. The phoenix, rising from the ashes, needs self-care. Something about your sister. Be still, stop distracting yourself right now. So be in this moment. Maybe a soul sister. A new path, follow it. There's going to be money. There's something about a horse. Horse resonates with me. Oh. A snake. Chinese zodiac sign of the snake. I'm a snake. I've been attracting snakes lately, which is cool. 222, alignment. You are in alignment. Yeah, that tiger's up here again, and we've got a rat, Chinese zodiac. Then we've got 777, lucky, and then I must put that in. We've got an old friend who's a snake, a karmic male coming in. So look out for someone slithering in from the past. Karmic male. Reflect on your higher spiritual truth. Okay, don't forget what they've done. Forgive, but you're not on that level anymore. You're not on the level of anybody from the past anymore. Like I had this great-grandfather might be trying to speak to. This chick come in, and like it really affected me, and I actually got all these downloads. We were friends like 10 years ago. I got all these downloads because I was just picking up her energy, and she was feeling bad, and what she did to me was ratchet, and I didn't even know. 10 years it took to come to me, and I was like, I had my suspicions, but I was very naive in my marriage. I saw what I wanted to see, and I didn't see the rest. And then she's just like trying to, like, you can't come back in here because I'm not who I was then. She's gone, okay? We can't be friends because I don't know you. If you fucked me over 10 years ago, why would I be down for that? You know? Like, I might have been You know, I was quite broken 10 years ago. My dad had just died. I was very broken and very vulnerable, and I let her leave my life. Time and a place. People come in, people go. Don't be attached to anything or anyone, you know, because quite often they come and they go. And the ones that are made for us, that are part of our destiny and our soul tribe, they stay. You're never going to grow out of someone who's good for you. You're only going to grow out of people who are not good for your soul, who don't want to grow as well and don't want to evolve with you. And you just got to leave them where they are. You might be seeing 15-15 a lot. Having skill to evolve. It takes skill to evolve. Not everybody can do it. Okay, collective. I hope that was helpful for you and resonated on some level, that we could shift that and you have a bit of an idea of where you're at and what's coming in for you. And as I said before, I'm going to be recording a healing session. It's going to be quite deep, but it's going to help shift. If you need some help and some support shifting, some reflections that are coming up for you, then check out my next video and we can do that together. I do share personal stories sometimes because healing is personal. It's personal. And I am authentically who I am. I'm pretty open about who I've been, what I've been through, because I have healed it. I am healing it, so it cannot be used against me. So I'm not paranoid. I'm not scared. I have no fear of anybody using anything against me, because my Lord, my whole life, people have used everything against me, and it did hurt. It did trigger me. It did re-traumatize me because I didn't know how to heal it. But now, good luck. I'm going to share my personal stories with you so that we can have a level of understanding that helps you open up and be who you are, because that's what it's about, being authentically who we are. And when we open up and we allow people to see us for who we truly are, it allows people to be the same and to heal and to see that they are not alone. So sending you guys lots of love if you've made it here with me so far. We're at 1 hour and 3 minutes. I'm going to turn my heater on, definitely. So I either see you in the next video or take care. Sending you lots of love, lots of healing, lots of abundance, lots of strength. Be strong, be smart, and don't let anyone take what you have worked for away from you. Lots of love, collective. I'll catch you next time. I'm going to stop this at 3:33.